And I was asked, looking back at your preliminary task, what do you feel you have learned in the progression from it to the full product? Well, I think I've learned a lot, and by going through the process of the creation of the preliminary task and the opening sequence, I feel that I've learned a lot of techniques along the way, and I think it's more the skills that I've developed as well. When having started the preliminary task, I knew nothing about how to use a Mac, or even a video camera for that matter. So the preliminary task taught me a lot of the basic essential techniques that I would need for the opening sequence. I learnt how to use iMovie as well as Final Cut, which we would have been using a lot within the opening sequence. When it came to the opening sequence, I was a little bit nervous about what I had to do and having to do it on my own, because in the preliminary task I was with my friend Scott, so he had previously done media as a GCSE, which gave him a little head start, and not coming from a media studies background from GCSE, I think that this really made me a little bit nervous, but now I can see that I shouldn't have been, because I really did try my hardest with it, because now I know how to use a lot of the software on a Mac really well. Continuity techniques were used quite a lot within my preliminary task, but also my opening sequence. There was the 180 degree rule, match on action, shot reverse shot, and also the eyeline match. I applied a few of these to my opening sequence because the experience from the preliminary task made me want to use them, because I felt really comfortable with them. But it was also from a point of view that I wanted to show off how I could use them. I used many point of view shots as well as extreme close-ups. I wanted the character to be shown as though we were seeing things through her eyes instead of the audience point of view. And I really wanted the audience to engage with her, so I used specific shots to introduce this. I think I developed a lot of skills along the way as well, because not having done media as GCSE, I had to learn everything from scratch, which meant I didn't know how to use any of the software or the cameras. So I think that being able to use them now, I've really developed some new skills on Final Cut, GarageBand, etc. And I think that once I knew these skills, it really helped along with my production. Talking about what I've learnt about film production, I think that I've learnt a lot from the preliminary task, because it gave me all the basic essentials that I would need to acquire to then later develop onto my opening sequence. However, I learnt that film production could be quite demanding and it needs a lot of organisation to succeed. But on the other hand, I feel that it's really enjoyable and it can be really rewarding once you have finished your final product.